All right, today's video is a little bit different. We are going to be discussing a thread that was posted on a subreddit called Am I the Asshole? And we're going to discuss it. I want to see what you guys think. I'll give my opinion, and this is a wild story. So let's get right into it. All right, so I think the best way to start this off is I'm just going to read the post, and then we'll start discussing it and see what you guys think. It's just wild. So the title of this thread is called, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Girlfriend the Way She Talks About Her Car is Weird and Embarrassing? So the first time I read this, I'm like, okay, like how do you talk about your car to the point where it's like weird and embarrassing? But just you wait. I, male 25, have been dating my girlfriend, who's 23, for about 9 months now. When she turned 21, her parents gave her a car and she decided to name it Angie. I learned all of this on our first date when she said, Angie took me here. I thought this was odd, but let it slide. Throughout our relationship, she's always talked about her car as if she's talking about another person. When she got a flat tire on the highway a few months back, she called me and said that Angie's shoe broke and has to get a new one. When she goes to a car wash, she describes it as giving Angie a bath. This all came to a head this weekend. I'm not sure what he means there. This all came to a head this weekend when me and my friends went out drinking and my girlfriend offered to be the designated driver. We were out for a couple of hours and I admittedly got a bit too drunk. When my girlfriend came to pick us up, she said she's stopping at the gas station first to get Angie something to drink. Oh my God. This is where I may be the asshole. I told her I think it's weird and embarrassing of her to talk about her car like that. It's a machine, not a pet or a kid, and she should treat it like how a normal person would treat any machine. She got very quiet and refused to say anything for the rest of the drive home. She dropped off my friends and then drove to my apartment. I asked her why we aren't going back to hers, and she said she needed some time to think and told me to get out. She's been radio silent since then, and I'm starting to think I did something wrong. Am I the asshole for what I said? Okay. He posted an update. We'll get to that at the end of this video, but yeah, let's hop right into it. All right, here we go. All right, so what I'll do is I'll probably put the car in quiet mode for you guys so you don't hear a bunch of droning. But yeah, so let's hop right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is it weird to give your car a name, right? I don't think it's weird. I've known several people that have given their cars names. And at first I thought it was a little weird, okay, which car are we gonna take? I think we're gonna take Susan instead of Karen. And I'm like, okay, well, first, if you're gonna name your car, at least name it something like, like Bumblebee from like Transformers or something. Nope. I knew someone that named their car Karen. So, but in the big picture being is, I don't think it's weird if you name your car. And if you call your cars names, it's fine, to each their own. But I feel like the references this girl made, or the girlfriend made throughout their, relationship, not sure how long their relationship lasted, but I think that's a little strange. So there were 3 occurrences where she, referenced her car in a little bit of a strange way. The first one calling a flat tire a shoe. Okay, that's a little weird. I feel like if you have a flat tire, that's more of a serious issue going on with your car. It's going to cost you money. I feel like in that sense, you could just be like, okay, Karen's got a flat tire, so I need to take her to the shop, or, whatever. But I feel like saying that Karen's shoe needs to be replaced, or Angie's shoe. Saying that Angie's shoe needs to be replaced, that's a little weird. Let me just make this turn. I don't want to die. And there goes my phone. Grab that. So, I mean, like the shoe, okay, it is what it is. It's a little strange. But then being like, all right, I need to give Angie a bath. Like that. I mean, like, that. Okay, I get it. Like, you could give your baby a bath, I get that. But, like, I feel like that's a little too intimate, right? It's just say I'm gonna wash Angie, or like I feel like giving Angie a bath, especially like in the beginning stages of a relationship where you don't know if she's like really joking or not. And in this sense, I feel like she wasn't joking because it became an issue at the end of, at the end of their relationship. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get to, the update he posted after. But that's a little bit of a red flag, And then I feel like the part that sent me over is when she was referring to her car getting gas, being like, I need to give Angie, oh, this cyclist is up against my car. Referring to Angie needing to get gas, all right? I'm going to go fill up Angie. Nope. Angie's thirsty. She needs a drink. I mean, come on. Like, that is too much. And this fucking cyclist, dude. Like, Angie's thirsty. She needs a drink. Okay, are you, like, 5 miles to empty? How thirsty is Angie? How do you quantify thirst for a car? It's... Oh my God! That's the part that that put me over. At that point, I would have told Morgan, being like, "Hey, honey, cut that shit. That's just weird. Don't talk about your car like that." And if she's joking, like okay, maybe she sees that annoys me, and like she's joking, be like, "Oh, Angie's thirsty. She needs a drink." Okay, that's fine, And I mean, I think the thing is he brought up an issue that was bothering him, and I think that's important in a relationship. You can't just, sit on something that's annoying the crap out of you, because then it's just going to build up. You're going to have like built up anger, and like you might take it out on her for something else. And it's a whole big mess if you don't talk about your feelings or your opinions or anything like that. So at this point, I definitely would have brought it up as well, being like, hey, it's kind of weird. I mean, this could be embarrassing too. I mean, if your girlfriend is talking about her car this way in front of other people, like let's say you're at a family dinner and just being like, oh, I gave Angie a bath before coming here. I scrubbed her down, made sure to get in her exhaust, but like that, that's a little weird. And remember, she is 23 years old. If you're 18 or 16, you just got your car and you're talking about it in that cute, funny way. Okay, all right, I get it. Like, you're still basically a kid. Like, I do not blame you. I probably wouldn't have even brought it up. But 23, you are an adult. You've been an adult for 5 years. Like, it's, it's... I don't know. I feel like that's a little childish. I'm sure some of the stuff I do is childish, but I feel like if you're talking about your car in a way like that in front of other people, that could be very embarrassing. And just another reason why he could have, brought it up to her, being like, hey, this is really embarrassing when you talk about your car like that. All right, we're hopping on the highway real quick, so you know what time it is. Let's put that in track mode. All right. Oh. All right. Woo! Let's go, baby. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right. All right, cool. Let's roll up the windows and put this back in quiet mode. All right, quiet mode. Put cruise control on. Okay, so I mean, I get his point of view. Like, it could be embarrassing depending on how she talks about her car in front of what people. So her emotional response to him bringing it up, I mean, I feel like he probably could have brought it up a little bit better, being like, hey, I feel like you do this thing. I think it's kind of embarrassing. Maybe we could take some time and work on it, or, I don't know, like, explain your feelings, And I get that he was a little intoxicated, so he wasn't, thinking the best, and like it probably wasn't the best time to approach this, especially coming back from a party. So I think it's kind of on him, his timing and his wording. So, but I feel like her emotional response, I mean, again, you're an adult, you're looking to get into a relationship, that both sides need to work on it. So I feel like her response of, ignoring him, I think that's on her. You should talk about it. Even if you tell him, like, hey, I feel like it's very rude the way you talk to me, so we're going to take some time apart, and I'll talk to you next week and we can go forward and see if it's going to work from there. But I feel like completely ghosting someone because you said, you know, it's embarrassing the way you talk about your car, when it is, I feel like that's on her. Like, come on, like, act like a grown-up, face the situation head on. Like, you cannot just run away from problems like this, you know. It kind of shows, like, her character. I get that he was also showing his character by, you know, not necessarily wording it the best. I don't know. But I feel like I'm kind of on his side about, like, the whole, you know, bringing it up. You have to bring it up. But, you know, it is what it is. I get it. The thing is, it doesn't sound like she was joking about the way she talks about her car. So, I mean, there might be some, like, deeper connection she has with her car. I mean, like, I know it sounds really weird, but there are people who are actually attracted to their cars. Like, they have, like, I'm not sure if it's, like, sexual preference. I'm not going to get into that, but I know there are people that, you know, like their cars more than, you know, no, like, I love my car, but I don't love my car, if you know what I mean. So it could be a red flag that there's, like, deeper meaning to, you know, the way she talks about her car and, like, you know, her comments and stuff. So that could also be a red flag. Okay, so I mean, like, it's really important to, you know, understand each other, accept each other's differences, but in this situation, you know, it just didn't work. I think there was immaturity on both sides. But to answer the question, do I think that he was the asshole, the guy? I'm gonna declare that this guy was not the asshole. Like, it is so important to talk about your differences and bring up things that bother you in a relationship, or it's gonna be a toxic relationship. You need to talk about your differences. He probably didn't bring it up at the best time or probably with the best tone. But then the issue was that instead of, like, the girlfriend being like, hey, first of all, like, I don't think we should have discussions like this when you're intoxicated because, you know, impairment is not, you know, the best when having discussions like that. But then the issue was, you know, she completely stopped talking to him. And then according to his update, let me pull it up. So according to his update, he said, well, she dumped me. She found the post, the Reddit post, called me out and told me never to speak to her again. I guess it's for the best, though. We really wouldn't have been that compatible, as many of you have said. Thank you for your judgments. So that's rough. when she finds the post on Reddit, that's kind of crazy. And I mean, like, the post is pretty popular. It has about 11.3 thousand upvotes, 5,000 comments, and just taking a look at the top comment, it's pretty funny. It says, okay, so the commenter is called Pass the Popcorn. He or she said, I asked Sasha, since she's my car, and would have a better perspective on this. She said, you're the asshole. Sasha also said cars need gas because they're hungry, not thirsty. Okay, well, that makes sense. She thought it was important for everyone to know. Wow, I told her all about the cars, trucks, SUVs, etc., and a few laptops that responded, and I think it made her blush because she's looking a little more shiny than usual. Okay, not really sure what that second part of the comment's about, but I mean, it's tough. But again, all I can tell you guys is, you know, work through your differences. I mean, I feel like if you gave up that quick in a relationship, it probably wouldn't have worked out either way. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think the guy was an asshole? Do you think she was? Do you think I'm an asshole? I mean, I don't know. Let me know. But if you guys like this type of video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.